welcome everybody. Welcome to another live stream. We're going to do some pre-orders and then get into your super chats. I'm going to pull up the video so I can connect with you as you put your super chats in. You can do it offline or you can do it right here on the link below in the $sign. And anything you wish to know, please do a shout out. Do a shout out on arrival. Do a shout out where you're from. I want to welcome you all into the live. Truly appreciate you all being here. Welcome, welcome. And we'll get going with the super chats, everyone. We will get going. Okay. Did everyone catch the coffee cup from yesterday? If you're new, please do a like and also a shout out on arrival. And if you're not new, just do a like on arrival and a shout out. And a shout out where you're from if you haven't told us before would be appreciated. I always like to know where everyone's from. Yeah, that's super exciting. Super exciting. And I should be on a time zone soon at some point that is going to correspond really well to the US and also to England as well. So keep posted for that and I'll let you know. I had a couple of pre-orders. I have a pre-order from my lovely lady who is after the housing lottery. You know who you are. There's 7 vacancies. Any chance any apartment is mine. The address is, I won't read out the address, but I'm going to add it up to the actual street number. It's a 9, so it's going to encompass a lot of different people. It's going to be humanitarian. A 9 is a very humanitarian number. It will encompass a lot of different people, a lot of different things, a lot of different demographics, etc. So I feel like you've got a great chance. I'm not sure why I thought you were living with your mother, and I'm not sure why. I'm sure that you said that you were. I don't know why. And I'm not sure why you need to reapply for each and every one of these particular housing lottery applications. If anyone can enlighten me, please do. I would have thought you just put one application in for all housing lotteries and it's done. So let's have a look at this particular one. It's in a nice plush address. It's giving us a yes. I feel like you've got a really good chance. I feel like you've got, you could be number 6 out of the 7 that they take. So if you haven't put your application in yet, I would get it in really quickly. I feel like it's a really good idea to go for it. I'm going to pick one card from the tarot and just see what else we need to know with that one. And if you're here, Moni, I didn't get your donation, but I got your question. So just letting you know, I'm not sure if you donated in another platform on Venmo, Cash App or something else, but it didn't come on the PayPal. Okay, let's have a look for the housing lottery lady. I won't mention any names and we'll pick one card about this outcome. Okay, you're going to have options and choices and you've got 7 pentacles there. So there are options and choices. So I would feel like it's a yes. I feel like it's finally coming through. Sometimes these housing things take time. That's all I can say. They do take time. Okay. Hi everyone. Shout out where you're from. Hi Peekaboo. Hi from Central Oregon. Welcome. Welcome Megs. How are you? Hi Momoko. How are you from Japan? From Tokyo. Do you have any inspiration, Momoko, to go and live in some sort of mountain or countryside area? Don't know why I've always seen you there. Don't know if it's in a future prediction or it's current. And Meg says, yes, very much So lots of the time regarding the housing, you have to really be perseverant. You have to be really on top of it. If they ask you for anything, you've just got to give it to them. Like any documents, any updates, anything else. Like they want to see what your current status is. They want to see what you're doing, etc., etc. Okay, now moving on to MJ. Haven't heard from MJ for a while. Let's have a look at MJ. Hi, Amira. How are you? I'm really well, thank you. You want to know what R is looking for. Why is he calling you all the time for friendship and not really wanting to see you, but you don't really want to see him either? You had a voice telling you that you would be good friends for a lifetime. I kind of feel like it is friendship and it is ongoing friendship. I kind of feel like it's ongoing, but at the same time, if you want someone else to come in and kind of be more of your man, your, main man, the man of your life, etc., or your future life moving forward, he could be blocking a little bit of the energy there. That's all I have to say. If you put a lot of time into male friends who just kind of want to keep you in limbo and they haven't really declared, like, are we friends? Are we interested? What's going on? What's moving forward, etc., then I would say, have a chat with him as much as you like, but put a little pin in it sometimes and have a bit of a break, because you don't want to be just passing the time for him if he's bored. A lot of men will chat with you because they're bored or they're lonely and they have nothing else to do. So, and women as well, but a lot of men particularly. Okay, we've got a nice King of Cups here. That's not him, I don't think. All right. I do feel still like he could be very good for your career for some reason, moving for like long-term effects career-wise, and you do get along on a personal level, on a friendship level, etc. If you've established that he's a friend, then that's okay, but sometimes things are just as they are. And I kind of feel like there's something about him that he does not actually want a relationship. He could be impotent or something like that. I don't like to say these things out loud, but he could be. I'm not saying infertile, the other one, even though there's ways around that. I'm kind of feeling like he's also looking for a woman with money, who's got a lot of money or might have her own establishment or her own business or something like that. So I kind of feel like he could be after some sort of money, which a lot of American men are, whether they're Latin American or American but living in America. They're often looking for women with money. And on the outcome, there's a lot of strength, yes. I do feel like he could give you some ideas about some sort of financial benefits in some way, whether it's a tax situation, some sort of advice around money or tax or investments. I feel like he could be quite good for that. He could also be good for career moving forward, but he could actually be quite good at investments in general. I'm also seeing you putting your money offshore somewhere long term. So I do feel like it's either going to be in a bank account or in property offshore somewhere. You've got the Ace of Swords here. There is victory here with him or with the situation at hand. So I don't feel like you can lose. I don't know who the Queen of Pentacles is. Is it somebody maybe he's still caught up on or is still in love with? There could be another woman around him or that he's still in love with. You say that he doesn't really see anyone or go out or do anything. It could have been an ex-wife and he's afraid of entrapment or being trapped with somebody. And he's still grieving something that's happened to him in the past. I'm not sure he's really opened up to you 100%, but there is some sort of disappointment more than anything that he might not have gotten over. And that's when I say crying over spilt milk. I feel like he's kind of not really, not really on the page for a relationship right now. And he either doesn't want one, or he's been burnt too much in the past that he doesn't really see it as beneficial in his life, whatever it might be. He might not even be that physically active. Okay, thanks MJ, thanks for your pre-order. So the pre-orders always come first. Peekaboo, if you knew, that was a pre-order super chat. So some of those people who can't make the timing of this particular live will do a pre-order. Pre-orders always come first, and they're done through my website, amiracelon.com, which is in the link that is pinned above. And you can check out the website to see what the details are there. All of the pre-orders are always done first, so it's accompanied by any donation of your choice. The more in-depth the reading, the bigger the donation, or vice versa. And then we go straight into these super chats here. So if I get a few pre-orders, I like to go live so I don't have too many pre-orders backed up. So the that's it for the pre-orders at the moment. Moni did do a pre-order, but I didn't receive a payment, so I'm not sure what's going on with Moni. We could do Moni on the next one as we move forward. If you do donate offline on the other platforms, just let me know and I'll check, and you can always put your question in there or here. Here sometimes is easier, but I will check your donation on the other platform, and then we go from there. Oh yeah. Okay, Moni's just told me that. Okay. She might come in live and do it there. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Let's have a look and see. Okay. Megs, how are you, my dear? Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Been really thinking about the move to a different state, Georgia or Texas. I kind of feel Texas. Georgia is a little bit sketchy. It's just, it doesn't have a lot of money, and I feel it might be better to be somewhere where there's money. Let me just pull up Georgia. I did live in Georgia for a while. I'm just trying to think where. It's been a lot of merry-go-rounds actually in the US. Yeah, merry-go-rounds. Where was I in Georgia? I wasn't actually in Georgia. I was in South Carolina, which was really close to Savannah. I used to go to Savannah to go out sometimes and had a really good time. Highly recommend Savannah, but it's a small population. Georgia, you've got, you know, Atlanta, but there's a lot of competition there. I feel like Texas is probably your best bet, and you're going to get a cross section of a lot of people there. There's a lot of women in Atlanta looking for men. In Texas, I feel like you've got more scope, except for Houston and Dallas. I feel you've got a bit more scope. I think Austin is the best city. Yeah. Unless you want someone in the military, then go to San Antonio. But Austin, I think, is the best for TV, for TV commercials and things like that. And there's been a lot of money there. So if you get Section 8, try to have a look there. And it's less humid than Atlanta. Atlanta can get awfully humid. Awfully humid. And I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. And it always gets a backlash from all of the hurricanes. Everyone drives up to Georgia. Everyone goes into Georgia or goes into Atlanta. And there's always hurricanes in Florida every single year. So, or in South Carolina even. So, you could look at Georgia. I think Savannah's a gorgeous place. It's really, really charming. Has a lot of, really fun people, really nice people. Charleston as well. That's in South Carolina. But if you want to position yourself for television, I would say go where the money is. I feel Texas has always sort of got its own thing going on. So I would say that. Let's pull a card on Georgia. And it's probably Atlanta, isn't it? Atlanta, Georgia. You want to stand out. You want to position yourself somewhere where there's women who are not, all the same. Okay. Things up in the air. Not all the same, but you know what I mean, Megs. You want to be in a demographic that's more mixed. And let's have a look at Texas. Georgia's I know that card kind of gave me a sketchy vibe also. I feel like Texas might be safer as well. Texas, yes, abundance, opportunity. Somewhere lush, a little bit greener, lush and green. Parts of Austin have greenery. And there's also rolling hills and vineyards around there too. So there are wineries there. So there was some grapes there in that card. So I would say yes. Okay. Hi, Michi. How are you? Welcome. I'm thinking about retaining Stuart Peterson firm. Is this the attorney for you? Okay. This is regarding the ex. He does owe you a lot of money. I didn't realize it was that much. It's just a lot. You could ask him straight out, like, if there is a chance of digging into this and getting results. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Just say, look, you're on a very limited budget and you'd like a sliding scale, or you probably already have that. It's saying to give them a shot, actually to go and give them some sort of shot, yes. But you might be doing the best thing of just kind of wearing him down, but I know that you've had your consult already. Has he given you any positive confirmation that he'll get a result? Or is it just yes or no? Can they really go into seizing records if you sue them and stuff like that? Can they go into seizing records? I wouldn't be surprised if this guy has a lot of cash as well, or gold stashed somewhere. I'm seeing gold. Gold holds its value. He told you to subpoena. Can you do that by yourself, or do you need him? It's not like they're going to tell the truth, even if they're subpoenaed. It's not like they're going to tell the truth. They need to be able to dig into their records, their bank accounts, and all sorts of things. They need to be able to dig into it. If they can't do that, I don't see it being a good, the best way to go. One more card for Megs. It's always an uphill battle. It's like pushing water uphill with him. So you need to get the assets of the girlfriend and the mother. But you might not be able to see stuff that they've hidden. I mean, they could have hidden it anywhere. They could have got an offshore account. They could have put it in gold and put it in a safe somewhere. I mean, gold holds value. They could have done anything with it. So I feel like he's got other stashes. You might be able to look at their assets, but all of them just might be keeping their assets very low. They're not that safe. What does that mean? I mean, if they've got like a bank vault with gold in it, then that's what they've got. You know, nobody's going to know what they've got in there. Yeah, I still feel like he will instruct his girlfriend of how to do things. I mean, they might even have a joint account somewhere else. It could be offshore. It could be, you know, under an LLC. It could be anything. She could have opened an LLC and put it in her, you know, that LLC name. So you might not even be able to track some of it is what I'm feeling. I'm just feeling, is it worth just walking away from this, Megs, and just starting afresh somewhere else and just doing it? Because he's going to keep on doing the same stuff. You might just keep on doing exactly what you're doing with the courts. You might just keep on doing that, and you might get bits and pieces over time out of it. Yeah. You could give it one shot to do the subpoena, and that might put a bit of pressure on him, and he might have a wake up. It could be just a wake up call, you know. But I just don't feel. I just don't feel like you're going to get the full picture with him, and you're going to get the full amount back. He's going to do all that he can in his power not to give you anything at all. Just breadcrumbs, just bits and pieces. So it's your time and energy. It depends what you want to do with it. I would get Des up on stage, and she's going to be making a lot of money. You can be her manager, and that's it, you know. And screw what they say about children being in the limelight. I mean, a lot of children are in the limelight, so that's all I can say about that. Okay, she could be a childhood star. So I would get that situation sorted out with the her father, of getting him to allow, you know, not to have any claims on her whatsoever. Okay, thank you for that, Megs. I'm being treated unfairly. You could keep going, Megs, and just get bits and pieces, but I'm not sure you're going to get the full picture with this guy. I feel like he's got all sorts of things going on, fingers in a few pies. Okay, I'm being treated unfairly at your day. And also the bikers might have something kept for him as well. I'm getting the bikers, the bikie gang again. Cars, vehicles. Cars, vehicles, etc. Okay. Good looking. Thank you for the 5. I've been treated unfairly at your day job. People are asking, also talking behind my back. What is will the situation get better? You did apply to get out of there, didn't you? This is not the job that you were going into, or you were thinking about getting out of. The thing is, good looking, is you've got to realize you don't have to worry about what other people think of you. You've been on guard. You've been quite defensive. On guard, you have options and choices coming up with new sources of income, money, jobs, etc., and new ways and directions to go. I do feel like you're going to get another position. The right position will land in your lap at the right time. I do feel like these people are either threatened or you know, they're just trying to find somebody who's a scapegoat or somebody to pick on or something like that. So I feel like situation get better. I'm not seeing it get better. I'm seeing you getting out of there. You know, but I feel like the more you ignore them and not let it get to you, the better. Okay. Thank you for that. Hi, Miss K. How are you? Welcome. Ooh, will Taurus male co-worker make a love offer? Great question. Yeah, you can't think of the past, Megs. You walk away and lost a lot. You know, haven't we all? Haven't, put your hand up if you've lost a lot by walking away. Haven't we all? Sometimes it's a karmic thing. You're still young. You can still, you know, move forward. You've now turned a corner with the housing, so you're kind of, things are looking up, looking better in your favor. Okay, Miss K. Taurus co-worker, will he make you a love offer? Taurus co-worker, will he make you a love offer? He seems very controlled. He's slow, controlled. He might be a little bit kinky. He might be wanting more of a passionate connection than anything else. And there's something here with maybe being immature, or he's getting over a past love. I don't know if he's got kids with somebody else, or he wants kids. He's going to choose somebody who's going to have kids with. I'm seeing a passionate offer there. I'm not seeing right now a love offer. You can see what you want to do with that. Yeah, thanks for that. Hi, Sophia. How are you? Welcome, welcome. You're welcome to put a super chat in if you'd like a question. Any donations accepted. The higher the donation, the more in-depth the reading. Hi, hola Nikki, how are you? Yeah, everything's fine. Thank you so much. Everything's going well. Okay, thanks Michi. Michi, as you predicted, I was selected for the housing lottery. Another housing lottery queen. Excellent. How long until they get back to you? Maybe that's where to go, Megs. Maybe going for a housing lottery as well. Okay. It might not be in your state though. Okay. How will it go for you, Michi, with the housing lottery? How long until they get back to you? How long? Seeing April, I know that's a long way away, but it could be a 4 weeks, 4 months. Let's check. You've got a contract there, yes. It's looking good. Your soulmate is involved or liking that opportunity for you. Or you'll meet a soulmate there. Where to find a housing lottery? Michi's giving you a... I don't know. Somebody might give you a link. You can also join us on TikTok for lives as well. When I do get time, I do a TikTok live. Okay, Michi, when? Give us a timing for Michi. 3, 6, 3 to 6 weeks or months. 9. Could be inside 3 months, I feel. Inside 3 months. If anyone knows where to find the housing lottery, please send a link through. Otherwise, Megs, I'm sure you'll be able to find it if you know it, if you know what it is. It might be only in some states. It might not be in all states, but it could be. Could be. You might want to put the housing lottery in for Texas. Have a look at that. Okay. Anyone else for a super chat? Look on the State Housing Authority website, says Michi. So I don't know if they've got one in Arizona or not. Welcome, good looking, welcome, welcome. Let's do a vibe here with the Oracle cards. Amira's Love Oracle. They are available on Amazon, US and Canada, and in some bookstores in the US and also in Vietnam. Yeah, it might not be in your state, Megs. I would have thought you would have already known about it probably by now if it was. Yeah, nothing slips past you. So have a look at Texas. Go and have a look at Texas, see if they've got a housing lottery there. They've definitely got one in Washington, Washington State, Seattle, for example, and also New York. Okay, let's have a look. That's as far as I know. Let's have a look. The love situation. What do we need to know in general for the collective about a love situation? Passion is on the rise. Being very focused on exactly what you want with a relationship, not getting too distracted, and maybe connecting more with high society, going up a level, fun times coming up. You might go to a fundraiser or a high society event and meet somebody, karma being released, doors opening, and soulmate coming in those doors. I feel like it's a situation of being in the right place at the right time with the right people, positioning yourself to meet the right person, not necessarily going out and trying to meet somebody or be with someone. Okay. New York is too long. Yeah, Michi says. Yeah, I've got one. The first lady said it was taking a long time, and I've told her to move out of state, but she's not well, so she may. Yeah, there's too many people in New York. That's the problem. Hi, Chelsea. You're welcome to do a donation to answer your question. You're most welcome. The bigger the donation, the more in-depth the reading. Welcome, Chelsea. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I would go for states that have maybe less people who need the lottery. So Washington State is one, Texas would be another potentially. You might even look at New Mexico as well. I'm not sure what's going on in New Mexico right now, but since it's quite close by, that could work. Okay, let's have a look. Nikki, hola Nikki, ¿cómo estás? When do you see me working again? Nikki, are you on unemployment benefits? Did you get that? And how long does it go for? 6 months or something? Thank you for the 777. Truly appreciate that. Go for the unemployment benefits, Nikki. Just ride it out. Ride that out. Enjoy yourself. You know, they put you off, put you out. Nothing's going to happen to you. There is work coming up, though. You are going to get some sort of offer. How long is it going to take? Oh, you applied, you're still waiting. Well, it will come through. Unemployment insurance. Let's have a look. Yay! 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. How long will it take to get a new job? Once you're on unemployment benefits, you can just take your sweet time and pick the right job. I feel like you'll get that soon. You get the unemployment benefit soon. You can maybe follow it up and tell them that you're desperate, that you need it now, that you need to pay your rent. Everything else is at a standstill, I feel, until after the elections. And I've said this before, I feel like everyone's stopping and watching and waiting and seeing what's going on and going backwards and not forwards, etc. Oh, it's called different. Is it called Section 8 where you are? And the housing lottery is the same thing. Okay. I think in California it's definitely Section 8 because I remember Section 8 in California too. Thank you, Nikki. Muchas gracias, amor. Buenas noches. Okay, let's have a look at good looking. How are you? Is moving to the apartment a good idea? Would it work out with me breaking your lease? You're having issues with cigarette smoke or some sort of disturbance from a neighbor. I don't know, that's sort of what I'm feeling. Like, why do you want to move and break your lease? I feel like you'll get a job, and with that job, you're going to work out somewhere else to move to that might be closer to that particular workplace. Like I'm seeing you in walking distance to the new workplace, so you might want to hold off until the new workplace is established. I'm seeing that it's going to come in towards the end of the year, November, December. That's what I feel. I'm seeing December, so you might be on the move in November or December. The cards are saying yes, but you might be making a rash decision. But the cards are saying it's okay. If you feel like it's the best thing to do, it could be okay. All right. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's cheaper. How much are you going to lose by breaking your lease? If it's worth it, just work out the math. You're very good at that, good looking. Just work out the math. See if it's worth breaking. You might get a cheaper flat later on. No worries means everything will work out for you. Exactly, exactly. Michi says here it's called a housing choice voucher. Okay. All right. Anyone else for a super chat? Anyone? This is an energy exchange. I like the stupid comments we're getting. Yeah, there's always some sort of trolls, aren't there? Somewhere along the way. Somewhere along the way, yeah. This is an energy exchange. I do free yes and no answers on my TikTok page, which is at Oracle Amira. If you're just wanting a free ride, you go over there. Kalfayaleo. Kalfayaleo. So you can be moronic over there if you want to be moronic. There's only one more on here, and that's you, my dear. Okay. And I think I might just want to actually report you for child abuse. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your comment, really appreciate it. Yeah, I love how people can just hide behind their keyboard and just say the most stupid things. All right. Am I late today? Aries full moon. Hi, Miss K, how are you, my dear? Will I start a family again? Okay. Love it when Amira gets spicy. Exactly, exactly. Hi, Miss K. Will I start a family again? Good question. You get so much abuse from going on those. I think I've deleted so many of the negs that are just negative Nellies that I just don't get anyone anymore. You know, I've been on YouTube since 2015, so it's been a long time. I don't think they bother coming back, you know. They just keep out of Dodge. They go and, you know. And the funny thing is, Megs, even on TikTok, when I first did my channel on TikTok, I got like 7,000 followers or something like that on my first video. And then a lot of people tried to replicate my channel, which they do to a lot of psychics who are making money on channels, especially the ones who are really making money. And I blocked them all, and I haven't had one since. Haven't had one since reinvent a copy of my profile there, which is typical on TikTok. Yeah, and regarding that, I was looking at a news show yesterday. I always watch the Indian news first post. It's really, really transparent news. And they were talking about how TikTok's getting sued for child abuse, so in the States, by some people. So I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's only a matter of time where there's going to be a new platform coming up. Okay, Miss K, will I start a family again? East Indian is what I'm referring to. They have a very nice news presenter. Very nice lady. Yeah, that's what bothers you about TikTok. It's my moon in Leo. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to Miss K. Sorry, Miss K. Will I start a family again? So that means another child. I'm seeing 2 to 3 children around you moving forward in total. I don't know how many you've got now, but I'm seeing if you have one, then you're going to get another one. That's for sure. There's money coming in the home and stability. When you feel like you've got stability, and you've got the finances, which might be the case already. Oh, there we go, the new lovers underneath, which can be a new baby, and strength. You've got the strength to do it. It's just a matter of deciding, yes, I'm going to do it. So I feel like it's a yes. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to control all of this stuff about, they say that children spend 1.5 hours, 90 minutes, or 45 to 90 minutes a day, like millions of children spend that on TikTok. When I was a child, all we used to do was ride bikes and go swimming. And that's why there's a certain fitness level with some children these days that is to be deciphered, yes, to be questioned. Hi, happy full moon to you, Starla Rainbow. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Do a shout out where you're from. Same with you, Megs. Yeah, all we used to do was ride bikes, go to gymnastics. I did all the hobbies, trampolining, gymnastics, athletics, ride bikes, swimming meets, swimming competitions from when I was 4. That's like really young. Netball on Saturdays, professional netball, which is a bit like basketball, but it's a British female version of basketball. Hi, Starla. Welcome from Maryland. I've got a lot of people here. I noticed on my newsletter that the most people on my newsletter were from around Washington, D.C., going into Maryland, and San Jose, and I think it was Houston or Dallas. Fantastic. There we go with another prediction. Congratulations, Nikki. Nikki just checked her online and her EDD online. It was approved and paid for unemployment today. Excellent. Yeah. Just write it out. How long will it go for? 6 months? Peekaboo, I really want to move to South Nevada or Arizona. Okay. Yeah. Just write it out over the holidays. See what the elections turn out and what the economy does coming into the, next 6 months. Yep. Good move. Good move. Next year's going to be a lot better for jobs, things like that. In the United States, as well as any country that's having some sort of political skirmishes, and there's a lot of countries that have got political skirmishes at the moment. I'm not sure. I think Canada's pretty stable. It's got more of a stability check usually. Okay, Peekaboo, what's your star sign? And I think you said where you are now. And just remind me where you are now. Do you know your moon sign as well? Let's get an idea about where Peekaboo is going. You're a Cancer, okay. Cancer, lucky to be in a place near the sea, a lake or a swimming pool. Have a property with a swimming pool, which is quite common in Nevada or Arizona, or to be near a pool. The whole of the US is a Cancer, so you're kind of pretty okay there. Oh, you're in Central Oregon, okay. It's nice and green. South Nevada or Arizona. Do you know what your moon sign is? Hi Raylene, do a shout out where you're from. What's your moon sign? Or your rising sign as well. If you know what your IC is, let me know, and your moon sign. Arizona is a Cancer state. Thanks, Bossy Megs, for putting that in. Let's have a look and see. South Nevada or Arizona? You got a feeling it's an air sign? Let's have a look. South Nevada for Peekaboo. Well, that's your air sign, Queen of Swords. It could be a good idea. Yes, South Nevada. Let's have a look at Arizona. It could come down to factors of work, opportunities. I was feeling you might get more of work opportunities actually in Arizona. I was feeling Phoenix actually, or one of the larger cities. Sag rising and Gemini moon. Okay. So that's your moon feeling there. The air feeling you had there, Michi. Sag rising gives you on the IC, floating IC, Sag, I think it's Taurus, Sag, Capricorn, or might be Aries. Do you know what your floating IC is, or your 4th house cusp? Mars in Sag goes through Phoenix and Tucson. Okay. Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. You might have Pisces on your IC. Pisces on the IC could be good to live actually near water, near the sea, or the outskirts of town. You can actually use different tips and tricks to consolidate that. I think as long as you've got a pool nearby or in the property that you're living in, it could be okay. You might want to do a relocated reading with me, which is a recorded reading, and I have a look at the different locations for you. If you do have, which is more in depth, if you do have An opportunity in Phoenix, I would say go for it. Raylene is talking to Peekaboo. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I feel more out of the two, I feel more Arizona than Nevada for some reason. Not sure why. Not sure exactly why, but for some reason. Anyone else want to do a super chat? What? Why Arizona? For Peekaboo, why Arizona? Why Arizona? There just seems to be a lot more regulations there that might be kind of in line with what you want. There could also be a good legal situation for you there, or a man that's going to help you, or a contract of some description could be better for you in general or meet your needs. I would investigate both areas. Depends also where. Yeah, rivers are for Pisces. Sorry, not Pisces. Rivers are for Scorpio. So I'd have to look at your relocated chart. I look at your relocated chart, your astro maps, and also your aspects, your best aspects in your astrology to the sun and the moon. Salt River doesn't run through Phoenix unless it rains a lot. Yeah, it's got to rain. Very, very dry and very, very hot. I mean, I've lived in Nevada. I really quite like Vegas as a city, even though there are sketchy parts. There's some really nice parts. But you said South Nevada. Well, that could be South Nevada. Are you going there for some sort of tax reason? I think the taxes are okay, aren't they, in Oregon? Or is it the rain you're trying to get away from? Is there any reason why you want to move? I mean, it's all about reasons, isn't it? You've got to have a reason. Flooding is our natural disaster, and flood insurance doesn't always cover. Yeah, Megs is in Arizona. It depends what you're looking for. You lived in Henderson for a few years. Yeah, I like Summer. Is it Summerlin? Summerlin. Yeah, Henderson's okay as well. Yeah, both are okay. I don't know what it's like now, but both are okay. Is it for tax purposes or just general? Let me get the map up, see if there's anything that jumps out at me. Oh yeah, Vegas is very south Nevada. You've got Tucson, Phoenix, and Sedona, so you've got a few options there. You've got a few options. It's a big change from you get too cold and hurt. There's too much vagrancy, I think, there, like smoking and stuff like that. Yuma. Megs is in Yuma. I thought you were Megs. I was about to take take a, I was about to snap. Maybe you missed trending. It's going to trend. There's not enough water, don't do it. My sister lives in Beaverton, yeah. Very dry, yeah. You're getting towards the Mexican border. Is there any reason why, the reason cold and hurt, what do you mean by hurt? Hurt in what way? Emotionally, physically, mentally? Okay, Miss K, how will it go if I stay with my husband? Good question. Yes, very, very, very dry. Physically? Oh no. By who though? By who? Can always get a restraining order. Okay, or if it's the humidity that's getting into your bones or something. Okay, Miss K, how will I go if I stay with my husband? How will you go if you stay with your husband? You're going to make an epiphany or have an epiphany about the situation. You might decide to go somewhere. He's quite argumentative, or he's always going to want to win, whether it's in court, whether it's in some sort of disagreement. You might move with your husband if that's how you go, or you might move on from your husband. I don't think you'll be too happy about it if you do go, but that's not really up to, not really up to you. It's about, are you happy? What do you want to do? There's a lot of control there. Control. You might put him on a pedestal or vice versa. There is a true love connection. It's a bit of a 60-40 to go or not to go. Yeah, there's not a lot of jobs there either. You really have to go for the job situation if you're looking for a job. I like Seattle, after all the places I've lived in. Yeah, I agree with you, Michi. I like Seattle. Or north of Seattle, Green Lake. It's my favorite place. And going up to, if you haven't been to the water park up at Lakewood, I think it's called, Aquatic Center. That's absolutely gorgeous. And they've got a lovely floating river there. If you've got children, you might like it. That's where I went in COVID. I used to go to Green Lake for my walk and then up to Lakewood to do my floating river aqua fitness. I'm just trying to see if I've got the right name. It's a little bit of a drive. Lake Forest, sorry. I think it's Lake Forest. Wait there. There's Shoreline, Lake Forest. Could be Lake Forest. Is it though? It's north of Green Lake. Is it Shoreline? I can't remember where it was. And it's really clean as well. It's really, really clean. I can't seem to see it there. It's weird. Oh, it's Linwood Recreation Centre. Linwood, double N, Linwood Recreation Centre. They've got lots of things going on in there. Yeah, it's on the 5, so you can get up there pretty quickly if you go out of rush hour. Okay. That is really beautiful. You never know. You never know, peekaboo. It's not that cheap in other parts of America, really. It's not. Everything's catched up, you know. You don't like Seattle. You're so posh. I love you for that. Yeah, well, I had to keep myself busy. Yeah, there's hardly, and the rain there is nice. I like the rain in Seattle. I mean, a lot of people don't like it. Okay, aging, have disabilities, and cold sometimes seems to go right through you, not like when you were young. Okay, so you could really choose anywhere that's going to work. Yeah. I would then go for somewhere that you feel like there's a good community and you get like your needs met. Research into the best place to live for those sort of things. Yeah, you can do the floating river, but do it backwards. Walk it backwards like some people do. You'll see them when you get in there, and that's a really good workout if you walk backwards in a floating river. Yeah, there's a lot of people that go there. But in COVID, it was limited to 8 people. 8 people at a time was perfect. And no kids, only adults. Okay. Hi, Megs. Welcome, welcome. And they have therapy pools there as well, a hot therapy pool for those who need to have a hotter pool. And also a jacuzzi with the floating river you can use as well. Okay, Megs, is there someone coming in for me soon by the holidays? Good question. Anyone coming in for the holidays for Megs? The holidays being Thanksgiving, New Year, and Thanksgiving to New Year time frame. I tell you, somewhere nice in Oregon to live is actually right on the sea. And I know you're a Cancer, but I did one of my best assignments right on the sea in Brookings, Oregon. Brookings, with a sea view, absolutely gorgeous, but a little bit remote though, I must say. I'm not sure, you know, there are quite a few retirees there, so you can see about that. All right, let's go to Megs. Is there someone coming in for you soon by the holidays? Someone coming in for Megs by the holidays. Okay. Keeping your options open, Megs. Could be somebody that's trying to come in that you may or may not want. Looks like there could be some sort of physical attraction. It's not looking like, I'm sure people will try to come in, but whether they're the right people or not, I'm not sure. It's not looking like they're above board. Is there anyone coming in for the holidays? I'm getting a C sounding name, like a Craig. I feel like it's a yes. You might have a fling. You might have a holiday fling, but then you might stop it, you know? You might have a holiday fling and then stop it for whatever reason. Welcome, Peekaboo. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, tragic cards. But things can change. I mean, it is a full moon. Seattle's okay if you're not downtown. Yeah. If you're not downtown, if you're somewhere green and nice, it can be nice. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to put up with anyone that's going to put you through hell. You don't want anyone like that. Yep. Look like somebody you might have just been out for trying to catch a woman to look after them, that type of thing, or just for sex. Not necessarily. Let's double check here. Any good news for Megs regarding any sort of good relationship between now and New Year? We're looking for good relationship. We're not looking just for anyone. Good relationship for Megs. Let's have a look. Well, you've got whining and dining, dating, true love, past love's trying to circle back in. True gem. I don't know. I kind of get that military guy might try to come back in, the one that's got the kids or something. I don't know why he's kind of passed through my mind lately. The one that was moving there but then didn't do anything or was kind of lame or something like that. Your daughter's been talking a lot about babies. Oh, maybe she wants girls like dollies and things like that. Could be that she wants a baby doll. She's probably got enough. Hi Sarah Sunflower, how are you? Would you like to do a super chat? Go below and do one. If we don't get any super chats, we'll have to... Yeah, the one with the 4 kids, Megs, yeah. We'll have to do a last call. Yes, you can do one. Just donate below. The one with the 4 kids. I can't remember his name. Heck no. Yeah, he might try to circle back. That's why you might throw him out with the bath water. Thanks, Sarah Sunflower. Tara Sunflower. Tara Sunflower. Whereabouts you're from, Tara? Do a shout out where you're from, a like on arrival. Got some new people popping in. Ah, his name was Cameron. Okay. Yeah, could be somebody to that effect. Yeah, definitely. It doesn't matter though, because you always have multiple men trying to come towards you, Meg. So there is whining and dining here with the true gem. So that could be a good one. And it's not necessarily that one. The past love could try to circle. Next solid relationship with Michi. Thanks, Michi. Welcome from New Hampshire, Tara. Next solid relationship for Michi. Next solid relationship for Michi. Somebody, Michi, what happened to the Capricorn? Somebody who is lighter than darker for his background. He could be Caucasian or lighter Latino as well. He could be an Ice King, somebody from a cold climate and a lot of attraction. He could be an entrepreneur, business owner, boss. He could be a Leo or has predominantly Leo in his chart. He could be older than you by quite a bit, more mature, older than you, more of a king dynamic. I don't see any children around this guy. So he's either been divorced with older kids or he's never had kids, but I feel like he's been divorced. Oh, he got on your nerves. Oh. Thank you, Tara. Put your question in here. I did see the donation. Thank you. The bigger the donation, the more in-depth the reading. So just letting you know, you can always do a reading on my website as well. A private booking if you wish. If you need to get some more questions out. Yep, you can do that. Yeah, what's your question, Tara? Thanks for going on Cash App. Truly appreciate it. You caught him in a small lie. You didn't like that, so we're lying about dumb stuff now. Yeah. Yep. That doesn't help. No, Capricorns can be a bit sneaky. Well, all men can be sneaky, I suppose. Okay, let's have a look at Tara. Will Mike start communicating again? Let's see what's going to happen with Mike. Mike the bike. What's happening with Mike? Is he on his bike? Has he gone somewhere? Just got Mike the bike. I feel like you've released some sort of toxic story with him, but yes, there will be communication. He might have been with a blonde female if you're not blonde, or you could be the blonde female. It's saying to be laid back about it. Yeah. Saying to be laid back about it and go with the flow. But there will be communication. You're most welcome. The cards don't lie. Oh, he was kissing her in front of you. Do you really want to be a guy who's like with other women? You have to do another super chat, my dear. Another question, another super chat. Okay. Like ask about a future husband or fiance coming in, or a permanent boyfriend, if that's what you want. Ah, so he's lying about his whereabouts. Okay. Hi, Peekaboo. How are you, my love? Welcome, welcome. What about you meeting a guy prior to or during the holidays? Okay, let's have a look for you, Peekaboo. Thank you for the 888, lovely numbers. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look, Peekaboo. What do we need to know for the love situation for Peekaboo? If you do go somewhere in the Arizonas, etc., you might go somewhere near a like a retirement community or something like that, or 50 plus people. And I feel like you might meet someone there. Fun times ahead. You could meet somebody at a party. Yes. You're at the moment being single. You're feeling like you're very single. I don't know if you're blonde, or you dye your hair blonde, red, or wear a wig, or have lighter than darker hair, or very laid back, easygoing. When you're the most single or you feel the most free is often when you meet somebody and you're releasing this past karma. I kind of feel for you, Peekaboo, when you've decided if and when you're moving, you do have a serious relationship coming in. You could meet this person through acquaintances, friends, groups, networking, and any voluntary work you do or volunteering, etc. I see you kind of being involved with the community, so it's important for you to be kind of involved. You might go to an over 55 community, and there's a lot of those in Arizona that are really nice, and they have the facilities and the pools and all the beautiful things there. So you might look at that, north of Phoenix, Sun City, something like that, or Sun Valley, and in and around there. You might look at that, or Tucson as well. Yeah. For community reasons, it might be best to go somewhere like that than Yuma, because Yuma is a little bit small. It's a very small, it's much smaller, it's a little bit isolated, etc., as Megs knows. Okay. You got me at blonde. You donated again. Thank you for that. Truly appreciate it. Will there be a steady or long-term love for us? Look, this guy is on and off, and he's kissed you in front of another woman, so he's not respectful. The connection is okay because, you can have lust and chemistry with somebody, but not necessarily a good relationship. So I'm gonna do a reading for you about who is the right man for you coming in. And if this guy is not the right man for you coming in, then it'll show up. Who's the right man for you coming in? There's somebody who's going to treat you right in the way of dining, wining and dining, taking you out on proper dates, taking you to dinner, treating you well. Somebody who's got money. I feel like this guy that you've been around, he's either got money he doesn't care about who he's seen with, because he's got the money to burn and he doesn't care. I don't think he wants a relationship. Or if he doesn't have money, he's a dusty, and you're going to meet somebody who's got money. And the reason why he doesn't want to have a relationship is that he doesn't have money. He will try to circle back, but he's only going to be there short term. You've got that. You've got a mature man coming in who's much more grounded and solid. I feel like he's more established, mature in age, not necessarily mature in age, but mature for his age, but probably mature in age. You might get introduced to him through someone that you know, through friends, networking groups, or around, I'm kind of seeing around your neighborhood. Fair male, somebody lighter than darker, lighter for their cultural background. You're going to have more opportunities. I would be really expanding your dating circle. Don't wait for this guy after you've seen him kiss another woman. I would be blocking his number, because it's showing you that you don't respect yourself enough to to be able to receive good treatment from a man. It's putting you in a position. He knows that you saw him kissing the other woman. He knows that. And so he knows that he can walk back over your doorstep whenever he feels like it. So he's a game player. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a Gemini or has got a lot of Gemini. Mike is Armenian and your neighbor. Yeah, well, he's keeping eyes on you. You haven't talked to him since that, yeah. I'd be blocking him as well because he'll just try to come over. Armenians are very, very intelligent. They're very smart. And he's probably not lighter than darker. He's probably dark hair, dark eyes, and a darker look. So no, he's not the guy. He's not the guy. I'd be blocking his ass. There's somebody else out there for you, Tara. Somebody around the corner, down the road, around the block. Just have a look out for him. Ignore this guy. He's going to, you know, taunt you with kissing women in front of you. Timing wasn't indicated, but as soon as you block this guy, I feel like somebody else will come in. Hi, Queen of Water. How are you, my dear? Welcome back. Lovely to see you. Thank you for the $14.99. Good to see you. Did we do peekaboo? 888? Yes, I think we did. Knocking on neighbors' doors, exactly. Armenians are very sneaky. I'm sorry. I know cultures backwards and forwards. I used to live in Lebanon. Armenians are super, super sneaky. They're very, very intelligent. And, you know, they're going to just sleep with whoever the hell they feel like it, you know, and they're going to tell them they're going to tell you all the stories that you want to hear. Taunt is the word. Yep. Yeah, it's trying to make you jealous and reactive. Just don't do or say anything. I'd be blocking his number. Block him completely. If he comes knocking on the door, don't let him in. Okay, Queen of Water, thank you for your donation. Truly appreciated. My rental home is being sold. Will it be an investor? I only just moved in here after the last home was sold, so financially tight. Oh my God, Carmen. What's going on? Yeah, everyone's getting into the real estate business right now, buying and selling. They want to sell while the prices are still up there. Why do I see you moving closer to the water or out of town, like out of the city? Have you thought of that? Have you thought of going out? I'm seeing you kind of going out towards the surfing beaches, Torquay, for example. I see you going somewhere out of town or to a smaller town outside of Melbourne, if you're still in Melbourne. Lease, the rental home is being sold. Will it be an investor? It depends who buys it, doesn't it? The people who buy it might be a bit greedy. They might even try to put the rent up, to be honest. Yeah. And I don't think there's scruples here. There's an unscrupulous behavior going on. I don't think there's any scruples. You might have to move again, unfortunately. But I feel like the next move, if you do go somewhere else, is going to be somewhere that you really like and enjoy. It's going to be somewhere that brings you a lot of joy and happiness and will be in the right place for you and your daughter. Reaching out, communication. They can't actually get you out before the end of your lease, so legally they can't do that, but unless they give you a lump sum of money or something, they can't do that. feel like there's deception, there's on and off. It could go either way. It could go either way. It's not giving us a definite yes or no. Is this an investor or not? They could be trying, they might ask for more money. They might have family move in. You know, there's a housing crisis in Australia right now. Anything can go. It just depends on the buyer. We don't have the buyer yet, so we don't have the actual energy, intention of that person who is going to buy the property. We don't have the buyer's energy. We don't have the sold energy on it. So it could be still for sale for some time. It might not sell. The seller might be greedy and might not drop the prices, you know. They might not drop the prices for some time. I feel like you'll sit there at least until your end of the lease, and then even maybe a bit longer, month by month, to see what's going on. Somebody might not want to buy it while it's under lease. They might sit and wait. But I feel like whatever happens, I see you closer to the shore, closer to the beach. I did get a picture of something like Torquay or out of town. It could be down on the Mornington Peninsula. It could be out of town, somewhere a little bit different to where you're living, somewhere a little bit of a sea change. I don't know if you resonate with that. Yeah, they can't break your lease legally. They really can't. And if they did, they would have to do it in agreement with you. And if they wanted to, you could ask them for $10,000 or something to break your lease. I mean, why not? Country town in currently north. Okay. The rent isn't high. Okay. Well, you might be in the right place now. You could be in the right place now. Oh, thanks, Pisces Moon. You heard your pre-order. Oh, you do live with mum, and that's where the mold is. Okay. And is your mum okay with the mold? That sounds like a great opportunity to get out of there. Yeah. Queen of Water. Will you move out of the country town? Or you're happy there where you are? I don't know. I see you closer to water. You might leave. You might leave. Give me a description of what the place looks like where Queen of Water will be moving to. Give me a visual of where Queen of Water will be moving to. I think eventually you might live near the water, to be honest. You could be near a river or a stream, creek. Still got the countryside for some time until something shifts inside of you and you change. You like it there, it's quiet. Well, I'm glad you found the right place and the rent's not high. So country people are usually a little bit more easygoing and lenient. So you might be okay there, yeah. Hi, Fernando. Hola. You're welcome to do a super chat. Or a donation of your choice for your question. Okay. I think you're okay for the moment. We can't tune into the energy of the buyer yet because it hasn't been sold. But country people being country people, they might be okay. Could be a city person, a judgment. There is a river next to you. Okay. Well, that could be a confirmation that you're staying exactly where you are. Yep. For the moment, yes. And moving forward, yes. I mean, they might extend your lease for at least another 6 months or something after the sale. Or it might take a while to sell. It might not even sell. Let's check. Will this property sell? Is it going to sell before the end of the lease? 50-50. Yes and no. It's not giving us a definite yes. It might not sell. People might not want to buy or be sitting on things until later. There's a sense of stagnancy. You're saving for it. It's just saving for it. I don't think it's going to be a huge impact. You might be worried about nothing, and it might drag on. And I think the next time you move in somewhere, just say, look, I've had to move twice now because properties are being sold. Do you have any intention of selling? Just ask them before you move in. Do you have any intention of selling? I'm wondering if you could go for community housing or something. And that'll give you a proper place that they can't, get you out of. Even in the town where you are. Yeah, whether it's new or old, it's really irrelevant. It's really irrelevant. You've got to tell them before you move in, do you have any intention of selling this? Because they might rent it out and say, okay, well, we're going to rent it out to show that it can be rented, and then we're going to sell it. People know if they're going to sell or not. Usually 6 months in advance. They've got it at the back of their mind. Try to get your own place or get government housing that you can't actually get out of. They can't kick you out. And you'd be luckier to get that in the smaller country towns than the cities. There'll be less of a waiting list. All right. Any last calls, anyone? If anyone does donate offline, please let me know and I'll check it. Okay, everyone, lots of love and blessings, and I'll see you on the next live. I think they knew. Yeah, of course they knew. Yeah, they did know. This has just happened way too quickly. Hopefully you'll get somebody who just wants an investment property. Okay, everyone, lots of love and blessings. I might go live on TikTok for a little bit, Megs. I might see you over there, just do a catch up for yesterday, because I was too busy yesterday with private readings. I might just do that. So then we've got the trifecta on TikTok. They want me to go live 3 times, so I might do that. Okay, my love. Good to see you too, Queen of Water. See you soon. See you soon. Ciao for now, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Thanks for the moderation. Meet you, Megs, and I'll see you soon.